Hi guys, thanks for watching my channel, and today we'll be doing Chemistry C1 Atoms and Elements in the AQA syllabus, so let's get on to it. So here we have the structure of a nitrogen atom. So the first thing you need to do is look down at the key in the bottom left corner. You'll see three words: protons, neutrons and electrons. These are all colour coordinated, so it's easier to see. So I'll go into more detail about that in a minute. But first we need to look at the table in the bottom right corner. This is essential to know for your chemistry GCSE to understand how it's balanced and pretty much everything to do with chemistry. So first off, in the table we need to look at the charge column. You can see that the protons is a +1, or just plus in this case, and the electrons is -1. And if you look at the number of protons and electrons in the nitrogen atom, you'll realise that they are the same. This is because all charges on a single atom need to be stable, so the protons and electrons are the same, so the +1s and the -1s even out. Right, this is a fact you just have to know, that the first energy level shell always has 2 electrons, and no more, apart from hydrogen, which only has 1 electron. But that's just an awkward element, so yeah. And carrying on for each of the other shells, so the first shell is 2 electrons, and the second shell is 8, third shell 8, fourth shell 8, carrying on, and that's all you need to know for GCSE. These could be known as energy levels, they could be known as electron shells, but you're better off sticking to energy levels for GCSE sake. So now if we look at the top right hand corner, it's the chemical symbol for nitrogen. It has one number above it and one number below it. The top one, or should I say the smallest one, is the atomic number. The way I say the smallest number is because depending on which periodic table you're looking at, it varies. So the atomic number is the number of protons and also is the same number of electrons. And the bottom one, the larger one, is the mass number, and on this it's the number of protons and neutrons. And if you refer back to the table, it's the mass for protons and neutrons is 1. So that's 7 protons and 7 neutrons. And as electrons don't have a mass for GCSE, it's around 14. So now moving on to the topic of elements. The typical meaning of an element is an element consists of one type of atom. And this is the bare basics that you need to know. Don't try and waffle around it because you'll just lose marks. Well, what deters an element from each other are the number of protons in the nucleus. And this decides what type of atom it is. So, for example, 6 protons in the nucleus is a carbon atom, and for oxygen there are 8 protons. So now I'm going to go into the different states of elements, because why not? So for GCSE you need to know solids, liquids and gases. You also need to know what aqueous means. This is a mixture between a solid and a liquid, like toothpaste, because it has stronger molecular forces than liquids, but weaker forces than solids. And that's pretty much all I'm going to go into today. See you in my next video, and thanks for watching.